Dear students, in this video lecture, we'll see the model for next part, that is on the biomass and small micro hydropower systems and fuel cells. Let us study one by one. So, as already you know, the biomass and the bioenergy, these are derived from organic matter such as your corn, wheat, soybean, wood, and other residues which will produce the chemicals and materials. From that the energy is generated. Usually the biopower is obtained from the gasification. It is one of the most important process where it converts uh, gas to the gas turbines to generate the electricity. So the biomass is converted directly into fluid cells, fluid fuels, that is ethanol, alcohol, or biodiesel. These all are derived from the corn ethanol. These biomass power ranges from the 0.5 gigawatt to 3 gigawatt using the landfill gas and forest products usually. Based on the type of byproducts, the biomass power range will increase. What type of byproducts we are using, based on that, the generation capacity will also increase. The biomass, it has one of the traditional concept. It is also used in domestic cooking as well as heating in developing countries like US and other countries. It can also produce the power only when the sufficient byproducts are available for the production, for the power production, and the conversion process only starts after getting the sufficient bioproducts. Usually, the one drawback of the biomass energy is it will produce the carbon dioxide and other emissions. This is the one drawback of this type of generating energy. Let us study about the small and micro hydropower generation. Uh, the word itself says that these are the small hydropower generation plants. Uh, as already you know that hydropower is one of the largest renewable source of power or energy. The small hydropower systems, they vary from 100 kilowatt to 30 megawatt based on the size of the hydropower system. Uh, Usually the micro hydropower plants are smaller as compared to 100, as compared to the hydropower systems, they are smaller than 100 kilowatt. The small hydropower generators, they work in variable speed based on the water flow, how the water flow will be there, because as the name itself says, wherever the small lakes will be there, or wherever the heavy flow of water is there other than the rivers, there we can establish the hydropower plants based on the velocity of the water flow. The generation capacity may vary. The small and micro hydropower systems are renewable energy resources. These will enhance the optimization technique of the smart grid in the current situation. Let us study about the fuel cells. This already you know that these fuel cells can be used to enhance the power delivery in the smart grid. One of the most important power generation technique by using the fuel cells. They are very simply used in the power generation. The fuels used are the hydrogen, natural gas, methanol, and gasoline. These are the simple fuels what they are going to use. The efficiency for the fuel to electricity, it may vary approximately as high as 65%. These fuels are environment friendly and efficient use of fuels. The different fuels like phosphoric acid, photon exchange membrane (PEM), solid polymer molten carbonate, and these are the some type of fuel cells what they are going to use. Um, Most popularly used fuel cell is the phosphoric acid. this will produce the electricity with less temperature as compared to the remaining seven fuel cells as listed in the above. This is one of the most efficient and less it will liberate very less emissions, CO2 emissions as compared to other fuel cells. That's why this is one of the most important fuel cell, efficient fuel cell, where the power generation can be made with the help of phosphoric acid fuel cell. The cost is significantly high based on the cost of the fuel cell. With respect to the conventional technologies, the cost of the fuel cell is very high, and as far as emission is concerned, it's very low, but they are very good fit for the green power, the premium power, due to their quality. Fuel cell quality is very good, the power quality is also very good. The efficiency of the fuel cell, it ranges from 40 to 80%, we can say. Maximum, as far as the PFC fuel cell is used, it may generate more than 65% of the efficiency is there as far as the fuel cells are concerned. Let us glance some things about the geothermal heat pumps. So here, as far as geothermal heat pumps are concerned, usually the underground steam or hot water wells drilled several miles into the earth, we can say the borewell water, that type of the steam water or hot water is used for the generation of the power. Usually here what happens is the conversion occurs by pumping the hot water to drive the conventional steam turbines. Usually steam turbines are driven by using the steam. The steam is generated, usually the maximum 24/7 industries, they will use the steam turbines. From that, the steam turbines will drive the electrical generator so that it will generate the power. So steam turbines are driven by the steam. That steam is generated in various industrial processes. That steam can be extracted and it can be used for the generation of the power. Usually the types of geothermal power plants are dry steam, flash steam and binary cycle. Usually here after generating the power, the water can be again recycled into the system. Usually dry steam geothermal plants are well advanced and most commonly used. They will use the regular dry steam thing, but for the flash and binary cycle, they will use the recycled water for the generation of the power. The various applications of the geothermal power plants are, in case of heat pumps, we can use this steam turbine. In agriculture fields also we can use, in fishing, farming and food processing we can use the steam turbine power plants. So one of the most important thing what I am going to cover in this video lecture is these, what we can say, these are the value addition to the power generation. You can take the fuel cell power generation by using the geothermal power plant and small and hydro power plants and biomass and bioenergy. These are adding the values to the smart grid. As we are facing the power generation crisis, as far as the smart grid concepts are concerned, the research is going on these renewable energy resources so that the maximum energy can be generated with most efficient technique by using the artificial intelligence, by using some fuzzy logic, genetic algorithm, such kinds of new techniques are adopted to the traditionally available renewable energy resources, so that its efficiency can be increased, so that it will help to run the smart grid very efficiently. And one more thing is, whatever the research is going on, that is going on the modeling of these all renewable energy resources, and the people are thinking towards how to increase the efficiency with minimum cost. They are going to reduce the cost of the generation, power generation, as well as they are trying to increase the efficiency by adopting some new techniques, by changing the traditional methods by incorporating the new techniques into that. The researchers are trying to increase the power generation by using the different type of renewable energy resources as we discussed in this video lecture. The next part we'll discuss in the next video lecture.